Hello, in this video I want to show you some interesting ways that you can use Chibi to brainstorm or even do a little bit of research for your topics that you can then take into your articles or whatever it is that you're creating for your reader to bring a little bit more content that maybe you wouldn't have originally thought of when planning your article. So there's a few tools in Chibi that can really facilitate this, and we're going to go over to tools here. And we're going to start off under the SEO section. We're going to long tail keyword ideas. And then we're just going to start with just something like barbecue, for instance. Like the long tail keyword ideas tool really is designed to take like a base keyword and expand up on it with just some long tail keyword ideas. So I'm just let Chibi go ahead and come up with some things for us. Barbecue ribs and burgers, party ideas. I like party ideas. Let's go ahead and go from there. But you could continue to try different modes and get different results, different long tail keyword type searches and stuff that might be there. You could even take that one and put it back in there and see if Chibi comes up with something a little bit longer even. Backyard party ideas your guests will love. Pinterest. These are different types of things you might be able to target if you're interested in that. I'm going to leave it at barbecue party ideas, which is a pretty interesting topic. Okay, so we're here in the Scratch here, which means Scratch is global, right? In Chibi, if you weren't aware of that, it's like a notes. It's like a Scratch page of notes that you've jotted down, and you can carry it around with you to the different tools. So we're now going back to tools, and we're going to go to things to know. Things to know is based off of a new SERP feature that Google is testing, where it's, if you haven't seen it before, it's kind of, it appears to be kind of a way to show the person who's doing the search just a little bit more information about that topic and ways to learn more. And so we're going to take this from our Scratch and we're going to pop it in here. And let's hit right and let's see what Chibi comes up with. So we got menu, beverages, playlist. Okay, these are all pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and drop down in our Scratch here and let's just copy everything over there. You know, we might be interested in different things to put on the menu, what kind of beverages we might want, playlist. Let's you know what? Let's go ahead and try again. Let's see if we can get a little bit more information out of Chibi. Food prep, how to set. Now this one's a little weird. We can take that one out. But these two are pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and drop these in. And go here. Oh, whoops. Barbecue. Let's see. Where are we? Here. Make sure you put your cursor in the right place before you hit that button. Okay. So now we've got some extra information that maybe are things that we would want to consider for our content. And there's one more tool I want to show you. And that's under the blog article tool. It's our section. It's called the Teach Me Something Interesting. And basically you drop in some topics and Chibi will write a little extra for you. So let's drop the menu, what to serve. We might end up needing to kind of cut this menu part off of there, but let's just take a look and see what Chibi comes up with for us. What food to serve at a barbecue party? Okay, tofu. Probably won't be serving tofu, right? Feel free to change these depending on your mood. I mean, it's an interesting way of putting it, but let's just go ahead and let's make them a little bit more creative and let's try again. Barbecue parties, chicken wings, hamburgers, the grill. Grilling your food gives a great flavor. Ribs. Okay, it's good content. Let's see if we can get a little bit something else from this. Hamburgers were first called ham. Okay, it's like going historical on us here. All right, let's see what happens when we take this menu off and let's do this again. Meat. Okay, so you can, different types of meat. Think beyond burgers. Okay, all right, that's pretty good information. Let's go ahead and drop this down. Let's start organizing our stuff here a little bit. And remember, this is just all Scratch notes here. We haven't really begun trying to think about how we're actually going to lay out an article or anything. We're just trying to get some extra information to brainstorm a little bit. So let's see. Let's go ahead and grab this one. Let's see if Chibi comes up with some interesting ideas for us. Beer is appropriate. Okay, all right. Beer could be too filling, but I mean, what kind of barbecue party do you have if there's no beer? Let's go ahead and clear these results once and just get some. Let's go to story mode and just see what kind of things Chibi can come up with. Beer, soda, juices, water, wine. All right. Let's take it. Let's go with that for now. I mean, really, how many choices of beverages are there for real. So let's go ahead and do the same thing for this one. And let's see what we get for Sunday 24 is barbecue day. All right. That's not really what we're looking for. Let's just go ahead and clear all this stuff and set it back to article. Right. What kind of music to play at a barbecue? 50s and 60s. I suppose it depends on what your age is. That could be interesting. And we didn't really specify an era or anything, right? So let's just go ahead and drop this into our notes. And see, preparing food to cook on the grill. You know, I think we're going to leave some of this up to the actual article itself. So there's one more thing I want to show you that's kind of cool that you can do from the scratch, from right here in the tools. There's a button over here that looks like a little document with a plus in it. And if you click on this, what Chibi's going to do is he's going to take all the content that's in your scratch right there, and he's going to create a new document and put all the content into your document for you. So you got all your notes and everything you kind of collected from your tools all ready to go. And this is a perfect candidate for cutting out of here and putting into your topic. And then, you know, you just give it a title, like maybe we would say let's see. Well, we can actually get Chibi to give us some headline ideas. So we got headlines button here. Let's click here to see what it needs. It takes a topic and some notes. So we want to get some notes. So let's go ahead and let Chibi give us a seed here real quick so that we have something here to work with. Long pop. Yep, definitely. Okay, so let's drop down. Now we have enough to give Chibi what he wants to create headlines, right? He wants a topic, which is right here. And then he's got some notes from the last paragraph, which will be right here because our mouse cursor will be, our cursor location will be right there. And then he's going to create a list for us. So we can do that here in this section too. We don't really need the headlines showing up in our content, right? So we're just going to go ahead and use this sidebar tool version of this. And I'm going to click sync, which will bring all the stuff in that he needs to do that work. And I'm going to hit right and let Chibi get to work creating some headline ideas for us. See, party games that will keep your guests entertained, how to throw the best barbecue. Okay, let's just go ahead and use this. Oh, with a twist. How to throw a backyard barbecue party with a tool. Let's use that one. All right, we drop that into our title, and now we're cooking. We've got a good start to our article based off of some of this content that we've researched and built up, and maybe we've got some things planned out and ready for our readers that maybe we originally didn't think of when we were first starting our article idea. And at this point, you could start doing things like taking advantage of Paragraph Plus or the other different tools that are available. Like you can get an introduction to your blog and things like that. And don't forget, while you're in this editor, if you need some more space to work in, you do have access to this mode, which drops everything out and leaves you with nothing but an editor view. If you don't need any of these sidebar tools, you can actually pop into super, like just full screen, nothing but writing experience. And if you need to help with some of the keyboard shortcuts, check out the help section. If you go down to the manual, we actually have some keyboard shortcuts where you can take advantage of like the right button, seed flow, everything just right there directly, so you don't have to flip on that sidebar. And the command palette actually comes in handy too. You can click this to open the command palette to have access to all of the tools. And if you hit Command K, it opens it. So if you need a keyboard shortcut to do that. And just as a heads up, in case you weren't aware, while the command palette is open, you can actually do a search for something called open. And then you have access to all of those tools that you saw. So for instance, if you wanted to open up the things to know again, you can actually do that, and it opens right there on the side. So you can use it again and keep doing your work inside of your document. So you can just kind of bounce back and forth and get a lot of that stuff done. In fact, the way I showed you to do it, where you were going between different tools, you actually could do all of that just directly right in here instead of a document that you create first. Just depends on how you prefer to do your workflows, but Chibi is very powerful that way. You can work how you want to work. So I hope you find that interesting, that it's just a really nice way to find some new information that you might want to use in some of your articles and brainstorm some ideas. If you have any questions, jump over into the community, drop it in there, and we'll be glad to help you out. And until next time, take care.